Hello everyone, my name is Coach Albert Platt, and I'm a graduate student at Cal University, Master's in Kinesiology. And today I'm going to go over a brief introduction of the functional movement screen test. And my client today is Coach Ruben Platt. We're going to screen for him, see if he's fit to coach football this year. So you ask, what is a functional movement screen test? Well, the evaluation tool is movement and patterns of an individual for functional specialized fitness protocols, screen dynamic protocols, functional capacity. The FMS is comprised of 7 movement patterns for balance, mobility, stability, observable basic locomotor skills, and movements. So the 7 tests actually are deep squats, the hurdle step, inline lunge, shoulder mobility, active straight leg raise, trunk stability, and rotary stability. So the first test we're going to do is the deep squat test. The deep squat test is a movement needed. Assesses bilateral symmetrical function and mobility of hip, knees, and ankles. The dowel is held overhead to assess mobility of the shoulders and the thoracic spine. We place the client in a position deep squat. Make sure feet are aligned in the sagittal plane, and relax. Okay, now side view. Now we do this to monitor the closed kinetic chain dorsal flexion of the ankles, flexion of knees, hips, and extension of the thoracic spine. The upper torso is parallel with the tibia toward vertical and relaxed. Femur below the horizontal, and the feet are aligned. Usually from the scores in the FMS between 0 and 3, 3 being the top score and 0 being didn't do so well. The next test we're going to do is the hurdle step test. The hurdle step test is designed to challenge the body's proper stride mechanics during a stepping motion. Requires proper coordination and stability between the hips, torso during the stepping motion for mobility and stability of the hips, knees, and ankles again. So the individual must start a position by placing the feet together, align the toes to the height of the axial tibial. We're going to step over the hurdle, maintain the stance leg over the position. Thank you. We're going to have the dowel behind the neck. And we're going to keep the stance stability over the ankle, knee, and leg for balance of dynamic stability. This test, for the side, see? Again, one more time behind the neck, the dowel. Hip, knees, and ankles remain aligned in the sagittal plane. Minimal movement is noted in the lumbar spine. Perfect. We usually do this test 3 times, but if they get it the first time, we move on to the next test for assessment. The next test is the inline lunge test. Now, the inline lunge test attempts to place the body in a position that will focus on stresses during rotational or deceleration movements. In a scissor-style position. We also use the dowel, using one of the shoulders up with a tighted fist, and the other shoulder with the other fist in a downward motion, conjugating a sword like a knife. So we come up to the board. Now, the ability to form the stance is leg stability of the ankle and hip and knee, and adduction and ankle dorsiflexion. Adequate balance must be a must by measuring the tibial velocity and adjusting the dowel. Okay, up again. Step on the board, placing the heel on the opposite foot. Then you have to lower the back of the knee and onto the surface. Perfect. Let's go to the review, please. And again. You can tell the dowel contact with the lower spine. No torso movement is noted. Remain in the sagittal plane with the feet and dowel. Knee touches the board. Perfect. The next test we're going to run through is the shoulder mobility test. In the shoulder mobility test, Yes. Bring the shoulder mobility test is to assess the proper shoulder range of motion by combining internal position and abduction, rotation, or scapular mobility in the thoracic spine. We test it by having two fists and trying to get close to one another between one motion. So start again, one motion. Once one motion measured between the distance. And if it's more than one fist, then if it's only one fist, actually it's rated as a 3, as a top. But if the spacing like this, if it's more than 1.5, then it should be noted as a 1 score. Okay, everyone has seen that. Opposite arms. As you can tell, the left shoulder is not as flexible range of motion compared to the front. After we're done with the shoulder mobility test, we have to do a clearance test for this forward first. Exam to show shoulder impingement by touching the shoulder opposite hand. Perfect. Face sideways, so that everyone can see. Perfect. And perfect. Thank you. The next test we're going to run is an active straight leg raise. Let's start with perfect. Go. The active straight leg test is the person's ability to disassociate the lower extremity from the trunk while maintaining stability for the torso and assisting the hamstring and gastroesophageal flexibility while maintaining the stable pelvic and active opposite leg, so it's staying straight, there's no movement. First, we find the midpoint. Midpoint. Start with one leg, raise. Obviously, we need the opposite leg needs to touch the ground. Opposite leg is over. You can see. And relax. Other leg. No. As you can see, he has a perfect straight leg raise and relax. So the ankle and dowel reside between the mid-thigh and the mid-patella joint. And that's greater 2, or the greater 1 ankle reside between the mid-thigh and the aces. So the other view. See? Up. Over. Perfect. Relax. Other leg. This performance functional hamstring flexibility test is adequate for hip mobility and strength in active sports. The next test we're going to do is a strong stability test. Here. This. The trunk stability test is the push-up test. The ability to stabilize the spine, anterior posterior plane, and symmetrical body movement. We start by putting the thumbs on the forehead, shoulder width, and we're doing a push-up position with no lag time and straight, as you can tell. Now, if there's difficulty doing it from the thumbs from the forehead, we move down to the chin and up with no lag time. Perfect. Many functional activities in sport require this test to transfer force between the force from the upper and lower extremities. If the trunk does not have adequate stability, the kinetic energy will be dispersed and lead to poor functional performance. Now after we're done with the trunk stability test, we're doing a clearing test, and the clearing test is a spinal extension test. So after the trunk, and up. Perfect. Thank you. Now the last test we're going to run through is a rotary stability test. It's a complex movement requiring proper neuromuscular coordination and energy to transfer from one segment to the body to another, from upper and lower extremity movement of the body. Okay. So starting in cardio position, shoulder width apart, 90 degrees relative to torso. Athlete flexes shoulder, extends out, same hip, same knee. Then touches knee. Perfect. Other side, please. And up. And obviously, if there's difficulty coming back on one side or the other, we do opposite leg, opposite shoulder. And in. That's it. Good. And up. And so after these 7 tests, this concludes our FMS rundown. That's right, we have to do our, I forgot to do the spinal as well. But this concludes our test for the functional movement test, the screen test. Thank you very much. Sorry it was so brief, but it was just a quick rundown. Thank you.